Hey everyone, this is Charles from Markforged. Happy Friday. I'm here to give a quick overview of the webinar that we recently did with Cashco. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Tool and die makers in the US are an aging population, and since this gravitation of young people towards higher education, office jobs, there's been a growing shortage of tool and die makers in the US. It's pretty alarming, actually. If you run a manufacturing business, you probably see some of the effects of this, whether that's in turnover or whether that's just in long lead times in your tool room. These are all areas where this gradual shift has started to affect us. Kevin asked him about specifically for Cashco, how tool makers are doing there, and any challenges that they're facing. And the main thing is that he points out time is the biggest challenge for tool makers, and there's just not enough time in the day. And this is starting to be like a really big burden on these tool makers, and it's resulting in turnover. And what they wanted to do was eliminate some of that turnover.
And the last thing any organization wants to do is lose valued team members that are just changing jobs to change jobs. You want to keep them as healthy and as happy as possible, so they stay and remain part of that team as long as they can.
In addition to that, and we're in this unprecedented time here. There's been this big wave of onshoring in the US. The issue here is that even if you had your supply chain mostly based in the US, because everybody's trying to shift that supply chain back, we're actually seeing everybody running into supply problems. So now more than ever, there's an increased pressure on your supply chain. And if you were to translate that to your tool makers, that's an even bigger outsized impact, because typically a lot of tools are made out of country. As they started gradually shifting to using composite 3D printers, they had a shift in mindset. And I think this shift in mindset is really critical to getting the most out of your investment in additive. So instead of thinking about how long it's going to take to make something, they're thinking how quickly they can print it. And this really does change the game. They kind of talk a little bit more about the X7 and some of the feature sets that it brings that allows them to guarantee reliability, accuracy, part strength. And what, my favorite quote from all of this from Clint in reference to Markforged technology and bringing it in-house.
It is easily one of the best technologies we've brought in since the internet.
Being on the application engineering side, I see a lot of benefits that Markforged brings to our customers, but I'm not the president of an organization. Most of the time I'm talking with engineers, I'm speaking with engineering managers, not to the point of somebody who's actually seeing all of the downstream effects and all of the upstream effects that come from being able to solve problems more quickly with more agility using additive. I definitely encourage you to check out the webinar, and if you have any other questions, please do get in touch. Anyways, happy Friday, and we'll see you next time.